Hey everybody, welcome to BSing with BS. I hope everyone's having a really dirty day. So, anyways, back with my pal Ryan here. Yep, we're going to talk about some, completely clean words that unfortunately sound very dirty.
Well, that's one of the basic or the most fun parts about the English language. There are so many things that, start off very clean, but all we need to do is put them in the right context at the right point in time, and they sound dirty as all get out.
Yeah, or you add the right inflection, and sometimes it's even the oomph behind it. When you say "you dog," and it's just like it's nothing. It's just a word.
Exactly.
But we have some words that they have their real meanings, and people just take them out of context.
Yep.
So we're having a little issue with our toilet the other day or at work, and so really all it was that the handle gets a little bit out of whack, and so I brought everybody back, and I said, all right, let's take a quick look into the back of the toilet. And several of them hadn't done them. Now these are teenagers that they're probably not used to dealing with the insides of the toilet, and so I had to pull off the lid, and we reached in, made sure. First off, after they got through the ooh factor of the fact that I was touching toilet water, clean. Come on. I could not get anybody to stop laughing or get even past fixing it once I said ball cock. And
the ball cock is very important in the back end of a toilet.
It is.
If your ball cock is not working correctly, you're just not going to be in a good place.
No. You don't want your ball cock to not work right. But you have to sometimes jiggle your ball cock in order to get it to, kind of get back into sync.
Well, yeah, because it might not necessarily be a broken ball cock. It might just be that it's just misaligned.
It could be, yeah.
In which case, just give it a little wiggle, and you should be all set.
Exactly. Yeah, and now they know all about ball cocks, and sometimes you have to dongle your ball cock. No, actually, wrong thing. But you sometimes dangle your dongle.
That is true.
Yes.
That is true.
Yeah.
But what I thought was neat was a little while ago you were showing me. I didn't know what a dongle was.
Yeah.
But apparently I'm well versed. I've had my hand on a number of dongles.
And didn't know it.
Exactly. And you even showed me a dongle that even goes, it's even got its own special little carrying case.
It does. So when you don't need your dongle, inside you have a place to put your dongle.
Yeah.
So that when you travel with your mouse, you have a dongle storage. So you can just stick it in. Anywhere.
How upsetting would it be to get to your destination and realize your dongle is missing?
That you missed your dongle.
You've lost your dongle.
I know. And so, so speaking of traveling, you're a sailor. You like to sail.
I do like to sail.
And now, do you sail? Using a fuck sheet?
Yes. Well, I mean, you really can't.
You can't
sail
do it without it
if you don't have a fuck sheet.
Right. But
you attach it to the fuck mast.
Yep.
And then you go.
And and if that fuck sheet is not working,
well, if it's torn
you're pretty much
ragged, you want it to be in pristine condition, otherwise you're just not going to go.
Yeah. Do you have skull and crossbones on your fuck sheet?
It's still okay to have that on the fuck sheet.
Yeah.
But you got to make sure not to put it on a flag. At least okay.
Unless
if you're on open waters, apparently that's still illegal.
Right, because then you'd have to run it up your pole.
Exactly.
Right.
Up the fuck stick.
So you know what? There is a couple others that just kind of throw you off, and it's not like just bodily kind of. Just normal motions of your body. Are you a pretty big masticator?
I masticate all the time because I find that if I don't, I might think that I had dysphagia.
Dysphagia. I love that word, dysphagia.
Well, dysphagia is almost as fun as GERD, which, gastroesophageal reflux disease, which, a lot of people do suffer from, but it just sounds unpleasant.
It does.
GERD. He's got the GERD.
The GERD. But a cool word is girth. I like girth. So like moist.
Yes.
Moist.
Yes, it's
Those
right
are
up
cool
there.
words. They're very cool words, and they have very specific meanings.
Yet
but
they make a lot of people awfully uncomfortable. My
do.
20-year-old daughter's best friend cannot stomach people talking about anything being moist.
Oh, my daughter's like that. That's
Okay.
like her totally not favorite word ever. And I'm like, it's just being wet. It's just,
Well,
come
yeah.
on. You know, but moist, don't, no. You have a moist cake. You like a moist cake.
Well, yeah. Otherwise, it's just dry and
Right,
yucky, and
right.
then you have to drink. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, a glass of milk with a slice of cake is still pretty decent.
Yes.
But,
Yeah, exactly. But, you don't want a kumquat cake.
No, you really wouldn't want a kumquat cake.
Not even a mango cake.
No.
Or, I don't like fruit cakes anyway, so.
Well, I always thought that the upside down cake was the one that the cat knocked on the floor. And
Oh,
got
I know. I never
kicked
knew
out
what
of the
that
house
was.
on.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Right.
almost like it was evaginated. Yeah, yeah. So
That is a great
isn't
word.
that, I know, and I used it right, I think.
I think you did. 'Cause
I
what?
think so.
The definition of invaginate has to do with turning something inside out so that you can carry something in it.
Or creates a pouch of
Yeah.
some sort. Yeah.
Which-
So you wouldn't want to put a cake back in, but
No.
yeah,
No, it's interesting, and
Yeah.
it creates all kinds of visuals.
it does, right? But it's a valid word. All of
Mm-hmm,
them are a valid word. But some other like body parts are just the whole thing is coccyx. Yeah, and like guys, it's totally the other side
Well, I
of what you
couldn't
think it is.
I couldn't help it because I was talking about the inner ear with a young man and a young lady, and it turned out the young lady's name happened to be Leah, and they wanted to know what the bones were that looked like it kind of looks like a snail.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
yeah,
ear,
yeah.
the cochlea.
Yeah.
And I started to giggle because I was like,
She thought you were
I felt like I was saying something completely different.
Exactly,
But I was
exactly.
talking about, the little snail shaped
right.
shaped
Right.
bones.
You just happen to be talking to Leah about it. That's pretty funny. Well, and then when you have this is a fun word though.
What?
Weenus.
Weenus is a fun
Weenus
word.
is a good word.
Yes.
It's a good word. And everybody thinks I don't know if you've ever watched Friends, but they had the Weenus report. Totally different, but it was a Weenus report. But that
Okay.
has nothing to do with what a Weenus really is.
Okay.
So, you know what a Weenus really is?
I'm still unclear.
Yeah,
What-
I actually, because I have long sleeves on. I hope I don't have a hole in my sleeve. It's the little skin that's right here. It's on your elbow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
okay.
little elbow skin, but it has a
Gotcha.
really boring real name. It's like the olecranial or something. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it. I'm probably not. But
It doesn't sound nearly as much fun as
it does
saying
not.
weenus.
I know. Weenus is
Weenus
much
just
more
brings
fun.
a smile to your face.
Exactly.
Weenus.
Yeah, I need to put some lotion on my weenus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You want your weenus to be moist,
You do.
not dry and cracked.
Exactly.
A dry and cracked weenus is just going to be uncomfortable for all parties concerned, especially those of us who have to stare at it. So
Exactly.
long sleeves or moisturize.
Exactly. So, there's others where, you go into kind of more the natural world. And I'm only saying, like fish have some really funky names.
There are some
Yeah.
funky names.
Now, I think this one actually is harder to say than it is to spell. If you spell it, it's like a-hole-hole.
Okay.
But I think it's a-holy-oly.
Okay.
And it's a small fish.
Yeah.
It's in like brackish water or something. I don't know where exactly it would be, but it's just a small little fish. But it's a holy.
See, I
Too many
remember.
syllables.
I remember going to the grocery store with my mother as a kid and being grossed out at the deli counter, the seafood deli, because they always had really good prices on scrod.
Yeah.
And it just sounded like something we should be talking about in health class.
Exactly. You can buy that?
I don't think I've actually ever had scrod.
No. I don't.
I kind
I'm not
of
a
avoided
fish.
it just for the name.
Yeah. I'm not a
So-
fish, so yeah, I definitely would stick it. I was always told to stay away from your scrot.
Well, what is it? Then there's a local fish called a crappie. Did you-
Yeah. Yep. There's crappies. Yep.
The multiple colors of crappies, black
Yep.
crappies, brown crappies.
Yeah. There's. And
I'm afraid to eat one because I'm afraid they might taste crappy too.
I don't. are they bottom feeders?
Yeah, chances are.
I don't know.
But I'm
whether
not
they are.
entirely
Yeah,
certain.
I'm gonna go
So-
with I don't want to find out.
No,
Yeah, no, I don't know. But every once in a while, do you get a little chest pain?
I do.
Yeah.
Once in a great while.
Yeah, but and that one, anything that rhymes with it is kind of like you stay away from. But
You don't want to say it out loud.
I know, but angina.
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 And if it's localized, that means you have acute angina.
Aw, thank you. Appreciate that.
So, did I tell you my brother has recently been renovating my grandfather's house?
No, what's he been doing?
Well, he's been trying to basically button it up quite a bit. It was built
Okay.
back in 1947. It was well built, but over the years things separate.
Right,
The
right.
windows don't seem sealed as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's been spending a lot of time going to Lowe's and Home Depot looking for caulk.
Yep. Yep.
And I actually had to help him one day when he was climbing up the ladder. I had to hold the cock for him,
Okay.
so that he could climb up the ladder safely. I mean,
yeah, 'cause-
Otherwise, if you're trying to climb a ladder and you're holding your cock in one hand,
You can't.
you need your points of contact.
You
Really,
do,
you
do.
can't
Yeah.
mess around with safety.
You do,
So
yeah.
I held the cock.
Yeah.
And he climbed the ladder.
Did
and,
you hold his knob stick for him too?
No, he doesn't carry that unless someone strange is coming on the property.
yeah.
He wants to be able to threaten them good.
Yeah. So
Like a good old fashioned shillelagh.
shillelagh.
Which
Ooh,
is-
shillelagh.
Yes.
That's a fun word too.
It is. It's just fun to say.
But when and I've been in the same situation where I have gone over and I'm looking for a certain type of cock, and I'm also looking for nuts and stuff to go, bolts and things like that. But if I because they have lots of different, they have like paintable cock.
Yeah, different
They
colors
have-
cock.
They have
You can get-
and silicone cock and
Exactly.
and you kinda-
There's so much cock.
there is.
And I don't know. I just have a hard time picking one.
Exactly.
So-
you got to pick the right one too.
Well, yeah, because if you pick the wrong one, then
Yeah.
it's just a pain.
Well, it won't function right.
You feel weird going back and returning cock.
Well,
You-
I
need to-
don't think once you open it, you can't.
No, once it's open and once you
Yeah.
start using it, you
Right,
can't.
you can't.
You
Once it's in the gun, you can't
Yep.
touch it. So what about? Do you play any instruments? You play guitar,
I do play guitar.
and I play violin. And so having an F hole is actually really important to what we do.
It's beautiful. It's a part of the artistry of the instrument.
Right.
And, especially stringed instruments like violins and
I
I
would
was about to say
assume-
Victrola.
Victory.
That's not a stringed instrument.
Well, I think, and I would assume all string instruments have it, like cellos as well, and but obviously electric guitars don't have them.
No, and,
But
and
only acoustic guitars have.
only some acoustic guitars have an F hole.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just got that great big gaping sound hole.
Yeah.
But the F hole just looks so much prettier. It's
Yeah.
It's more artistic.
Well, we had commented earlier that why wasn't it an A-hole? And then
Why would you pick the F?
But yeah, why F? Why not a C? But then we were chatting about if it wasn't a hole, it actually you'd have to flip and then be a V hole, and those don't. Neither one of those exists. So
No.
it's an F hole. So those
Yep.
are actually really good for the sound quality and that kind of
Yes,
stuff. and
that
letting it kind of do its thing. So, so I do a lot of writing, and so these words are always so fun to come across and figure out, if I can use them or if they're too obscure or something. But one part of words that always kind of makes me chuckle a little is diphthong. Diphthong.
Yes.
It's just so that.
I just learned what a diphthong is.
Did you?
Yes.
Yeah, well, a lot of vowels. You got to get those vowels together, and once they come together, they become their own little entity, and boom, they're diphthong.
A diphthong.
Diphthong. Say it together, diphthong.
Diphthong.
But yeah, so okay, here's an example of a diphthong: cockatiel, has a diphthong in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It just, did you know that?
At the end.
Yeah. And, yep.
It's not in the cock part, it's in the teal part.
Right.
Because it's the two vowels,
Right.
correct?
Right.
I always get
So,
vowels and
yeah.
consonants. So.
I don't know. I have to tell you, I don't know if Y is in the vowel camp when it comes to diphthongs.
Oh,
I
that is a
actually
good
don't know that.
question.
I don't know.
If anyone knows that, feel free to let us know.
Let us know, because I really, I don't know if that's, I hadn't even thought of that, but it's been a very titillating conversation.
Indeed it has.
Like how threw that one in.
I like that. I like that.
Awesome. Well, there are so many other words that definitely sound dirtier than they really are. But this has been kind of fun having this clean talk with you.
It has.
Yeah.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to micturate.
It
But I'll wait a moment.
Yes, please. Can't clean it up.
No, no. No, and I don't want to have to mop it up.
No,
So.
I don't want to clean it. Anyways, all right. Well, thanks for joining us. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.